Hello traders and investors, this is a Bitcoin technical analysis video. In the previous video I discussed my broader view on Bitcoin, and I already stated that in my opinion Bitcoin is in the initial stages of a bear market and that it is going down. Now in this video I will focus more on the probable scenarios of how this downtrend reversal will take place, and I also want to share with you my trading plan. Okay, now basically there are two options or two paths that Bitcoin can take. The first path is a direct continuation lower, meaning that this was a wave 1, wave 2, and we are in the initial stages of wave 3. So this was a 1, a 2, and that we are going lower. This is the first option, and as a trader there is not much you can do, at least in my opinion at the moment. I don't like entering trades in a rush, and I don't like marginal entries. So in my opinion, if this is the scenario that will unfold, there is nothing much you can do besides sitting back and enjoying the ride until Bitcoin completes 5 waves to the downside. This is the first option. The second option is a leading diagonal, okay? And a leading diagonal offers us two probable entries and a lot of confirmation. What do I mean? A leading diagonal is the opening move. It is the first wave of the downtrend, and it is moving diagonally, as you can see, from wave 1 to wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when the fifth wave is over, then Bitcoin enters a relief rally in wave 2, fails to make a higher high, macro speaking, okay, and then continues lower. This scenario, I like it for two reasons. The first reason is that bull markets die hard, meaning that the bulls do not give hope so easily. They do not give way so easily, especially as long as Bitcoin is hovering around the 50-week EMA that many people consider the dividing line between a bull and a bear market, and Bitcoin is hovering at and around the 100K mark. So there is still hope for the bulls, and as long there is hope, they will try to trade Bitcoin long, or at least buy the dips. So what does it offer us? It offers us two opportunities, okay? In actuality, it offers us multiple opportunities, but I'm not going to discuss every possible scenario. This scenario assumes a leading diagonal, so what you need to do is wait for the completion of the diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 is over, maybe it's not. It could certainly move a bit higher, and if it does, it is a nice, it could also serve as a nice possible entry. But I'm assuming that wave 4 is over and that wave 5 is going to go lower, okay? Now, if wave 5 is over, then you need to prepare yourself for a relief rally. This relief rally will throw everybody off because suddenly Bitcoin will cross above the previous lower high and continue moving forward, and everyone, not everyone, but many people will think that it's over for the bears and Bitcoin is going to 250K. Okay, so what you need to do to tell the scenarios apart is very simple. What you need to do is draw two trend lines. Which trend line? You connect October 6th high with the October 27th high. Okay, let me do it for you. You pull a trend line and you connect these two highs. Okay, then go to your settings and extend the right line. That's it, you have a trend line. Now set an alert, add alert on trend line, create, you have the first trend line. Then pull another trend line from the lows. Okay, now you have two trend lines and you can see it is forming a nice diagonal. When the price hits the trend line, you need to watch for a reaction. If Bitcoin reacts favorably, meaning that it pushes higher from the trend line, then it's one layer of confirmation that it is finished 5 waves to the downside and that it is going higher. When it crosses above the upper trend line, it's another layer of confirmation, and it will probably be in an A, B, C pattern, okay? So watch the trend lines. Another reason that I like this possibility is that it is in line with the higher degree scenario of a broadening pattern. A broadening pattern is a top formation pattern, and a broadening pattern is messy, meaning that the price moves to the lower range of the pattern, consolidates, and then moves lower. So it is a point in favor of the leading diagonal. So how do I intend to trade this? I'm going to trade it long and short. The long trade, I must say, at least from my point of view, is just insurance. Why is it insurance? As I've mentioned in the previous video, we are missing some layers of confirmation for a bear market, and therefore I like to hedge my positions. But when I am hedging, it means that I don't go all in. I go with a small position just to insure myself in case I'm wrong. And the way to do it, or the way I am going to do it, is that I am going to long Bitcoin at the lower trend line, of course, assuming that I will see some signs of a reversal, such as a bullish divergence on the RSI, or a bullish engulfing candle, or any other signal, and that way I will long Bitcoin from the trend line to the upper Fibonacci resistance, okay, which is the 0.5 Fibonacci resistance. I will take profit at 108 because it is, it is a static resistance level, and you never know what happens. It could fail exactly here at 100 and maybe a bit above the trend line and go lower, so I will take profit. Okay, this is the first trade. The second trade assumes that this is really a leading diagonal and that the relief rally will be an A, B, C. Okay, because a wave 2 is a zigzag. A to the upside, B to the downside, C to the upside again. If I will see an ABC pattern, and if it will reach the Fibonacci resistance level between 111.4 and 115K, this is a prime opportunity, at least in my opinion, for a short trade. I cannot give you the exact entry level yet because I don't know the level of entry, but what I would like to see at this level is a strong rejection, meaning a shooting star pattern or a bearish engulfing pattern, or something that will indicate that Bitcoin is rejecting this price and a strong move to the downside, and it has to be strong because it will be the initial first wave of the third wave, which is the strongest, and eventually, either way, whatever path Bitcoin will take, it will lead to 75K in my opinion. So these are the two paths possible for Bitcoin. Let me just summarize. Direct continuation lower, there isn't much you can do, at least in my opinion. The second option is a leading diagonal, which is in line with the broader pattern. And you can try to trade Bitcoin long from the lower trend line to the Fibonacci resistance, and short again once wave 2 is completed, once you have an A, B, C pattern and the rejection. Now, I want to say something. This is my trading plan, but if you are not experienced and if you don't have success trading futures, there is absolutely no need for you to trade Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is not going to zero, and even if it will go much lower, a lot lower than some people think, eventually it will rise again. Bitcoin is the future of finance. Okay, so you can either sit it out in your spot position, or you can um, sit in cash and wait for a good opportunity to present itself to buy more. Okay, if you don't know what you're doing, you're better off not doing anything. That's all I have for you on Bitcoin. I hope it helps, and I will see you in the next video.